Soderblom works it to the corner. Holmstrom with it there.
Mayfield just throwing punches. Mayfield jumps Soderblom. There should be an instigator or a roughing, but here's Mayfield mixing it up for Soderblom, trying to get his team going.
Mayfield 6'4", 215. Soderblom, meanwhile, 6'8", 252.
Soderblom was the
unloading on Mayfield, and down goes Scott Mayfield. Mess with Soderblom at your own peril.
Are you kidding me? I did not know he had that in his game. We know he's big. We know he's strong.
Pittsburgh, number 25. New York, number 24. 5 minutes each.
But fighting is something different. And I did not see the initial shot by Soderblom. That's why Mayfield was so ticked off. So forget about the instigator, forget about the roughings. But Soderblom took a couple, and he just kind of shook it off. And there's the strength of Soderblom. You know how hard that is to use your left hand? You're grabbing onto the jersey, and you're throwing jab, rabbit punches, boom, 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 underneath the chin of Mayfield, and then he...
With Linus Karlsson, they're going to re-engage here. Again, they're right at each other. In comes Kane. As Lauzon and Karlsson had a little thing going for an extended period on this shift, and now everybody's going to jump in right in front of the Vancouver bench.
Lauzon's trying to get a Karlsson again, and it looks like it's Wielander who's between them. As Kane's trying to draw some people out of the crowd, and Sissons has dropped the gloves of Blueger.
Lauzon still trying to get at his man as Blueger and Sissons. Rabbit punches from Teddy Blueger. They go down. Elias Pettersson had jumped into the fray. He's being guided to the penalty box. And some feeling into this game all of a sudden, beginning with Lauzon and Karlsson in the neutral zone.
Lauzon's a pretty tough customer, and so he stands up in the neutral zone. Karlsson doesn't back down and then tempers Flair. And as everyone kind of grabs somebody, Sissons and Blueger throw some punches.
Molson, everyone in, and there might be a few in the penalty box very quickly.
Well, with Pizzetta taking the face-off, my guess is he's going to jump through.
And the gloves come off. It's going to be Domi and Gudas. So just one fight. And Max Domi, in defense of the captain, is teeing off.
Is he ever?
And Max Domi gets more than a measure of revenge.
Forget about the size discrepancy. It's the fight. And look at Domi coming, that reaction to the bench. You know, I thought with him not taking the face-off, he took the long route, though, around. And sometimes just the extra little bit of energy. You could tell Domi fired up about that one. You got to credit Gudas. He said that'll probably be the night for him because he's been playing, stood his ground. But Max Domi gets underneath and just simply won't be denied. What an effort, what emotion. And the response that didn't happen back on March 12th happens just 3 seconds here into this one.
Joe Quenneville changing his lines. I thought based on what the Leafs set out, we might get the full line brawl to start, old school Monday Night Raw. But and I mentioned Biel's, he's been looking for a response, and now Domi drops the gloves again. And that is a mismatch against Minchikov. And Max Domi is going to be 2-0 on the night.
He's 2 for 2 is right. I think a little surprised that Minchikov turned and went after him. And Bial's having a talk with him too as Domi goes off. Young defenseman, again, 22 years old, and not something that he does very often.
Oh, we just had Stolarz bump Husso.
Nice, let's get her going.
They were going to go off for the break, and Stolarz just a little bump, but here's how it all got started.